So today we're going to be looking at how numbers are, your pencil should be done. We're not coloring in our books, y'all, because that means you're not paying attention. We're looking at how things are different, how numbers are going to be different, and then how they're the same. Okay? So then we also have less than. So we're going to see which number is less than another, James. We're also going to be looking at greater than, which number is more, okay? Equal to, when they're equal, then we know that the numbers are going to be what? Wasim? They're going to be the same. And then, of course, we're reviewing our tens and our ones again, okay? All right, so let's look at our examples, okay? It says, Ava and Mia are having a jump rope contest. Ava jumps 35 times without stopping, and Mia jumps 38 times. Who wins the contest? So, we're going to compare the numbers, so we're going to see how they are the same, right? And then, Sterling, have a seat. And then we're going to decide which one is less than, which one is greater than, or if they're equal, okay? So, 35 and 38 are our two numbers. So we have 35 and we have 38. So, what number in these two numbers are we going to look at first? Lauren?
3.
We're going to look at the 3, okay? So we're going to look at the tens place first. Is one more than the other?
No.
I don't have everybody paying attention to me. Is one more than the other?
No.
No. So far they're the same, right?
Uh-huh.
So now which one are we going to look at? Brock?
The 1.
Now we're going to look at the 1. So this comes in second. We have a 5 and an 8. So what do we know about 5 and 8, James?
8 is higher and 5 is lesser.
Okay, 8 is higher and 5 is lower. So there's two ways that we can write this, okay? Do you remember these symbols right here?
Yes.
Okay, now where the little point is pointing, that's your less, right? And where your big mouth is, that is your greater, right? Okay? Now, you might have seen your teacher last year or this year, depending on where, might use the alligator mouth, right? And they normally eat the bigger one, right? Okay? So, there's two ways we can do this, though, okay? James said that 8 is greater than 5, so we could do it this way, right? Our greater than is eating our larger number, right? Or we could do it backwards. Or if we had 38 and 35, it would go this way, right? As long as this open, the larger part is facing which number? The bigger number. Okay? Is 35 and 38, are they equal?
No.
No. Okay? You following me?
Yes.
Does this
The
make
only
sense?
way for it to be equal, it has to be the same number as the other one.
Well, they're not the same number, so they wouldn't be equal to. Okay? So, first we look at the tens, then we look at the ones. Okay? So, on page 119, all right, on 119, we're going to look at number 1. Okay? It says compare. And we're going to write less than, equal to, to or greater than. Okay, so we're going to write the words first. Okay? Are we going to do anything else yet?
No.
Nope, not yet. Okay? So, it says 48 blank 27. So, what number are we going to look at first? Sterling? No. Where are we going to look first, Chandler? The 10. So, first we're going to look here. Okay? What do we notice about... Where's my 2? Where's my 2? Oh my goodness. This is driving me crazy. Alright, so what do we notice about the 10 spot? What 2 numbers do we have, James?
I think I know what's not
No. What 2 numbers are we going to look at? Chandler already said the 10, so what are we going to look at?
The ones.
No, he already said we're looking at the 10, so Jordan, what 2 numbers are we looking at?
4 and 2.
The 4 and the 2. So what do we know about the 4 and the 2, Brock?
That 2 is less than the 4.
Okay, so we have, bless you, we have 42, and we have, there we go, 27. So we know that the 4, or the 2 is less than the 4, right? Okay, so do we need to look at the ones at this point? No, because we know that 48, because 4 is greater than the 2, what are we going to write there in that blank? Jordan. No, we got to write words first. So what words are we going to write, James?
Greater.
We're going to write greater than. Ooh, it's slow today. All right, and then you have this, right? Okay, so now we're going to do the symbol. Xavier.
You put the alligator mouth goes towards the 48.
So the big side goes towards the 48.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying this right here. Hold on, it's coming. I don't know why it's going so slow. So you're saying 48 is greater than 27.
Yes.
Okay, do we agree with this?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with this today. Alright, so let's look at number 2. 34 and 45. So we have 34 and 45. So which numbers do we look at first, Brock?
The 10.
Okay, so he says we look at the 10s. Okay, so what do we notice, Carson? We're looking at the 3 and the 4, so what do we know? Wasim, help her out. What do we know? Okay, the 4 is bigger than the 3. So do we even need to look at the 1s?
No.
Not yet. Okay, so we know that because the 3 is smaller than the 4, what words are we going to write here? Greater than, less than, or equal to? Brock? 34.
Less than.
Less than. Right? So then, what symbol, Carson, are we going to do? So which side is our little mouth going to be pointing at? Okay, so you're saying like that? that what you're saying? Okay. Do we agree with this one?
Yes.
Yes. All right. I want you to do 3 and 4. I want you to do 3 and 4. What, James?
So we're supposed to pick the ones that's bigger. Can you write all the words on the board?
They're in your book. They're in your directions. James, what did you say?
Are we supposed to write bigger, lesser, or equal to the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
I wrote it on the board. Come on, 3 and 4. It's in your directions right here. You're going to compare them and write is less than, equal to, or greater than, and then you're going to do them. I need you to stop drawing in your book so you can focus on what you're supposed to be doing. James, we're not playing with our pages, that's why they curl up like that. What do you need, Brock?
Whenever I use my writing pen, one of my fingers hurts.
Because you grip the pencil really hard. Try not to
There's
squeeze
like
it
a
too tight.
dot on it.
Yeah, because you're gripping the pencil really tight. Try not to squeeze it so much. Alright, so we have 26 and 26. And we have 91 and 96. Alright, so for number 3, which number are we going to look at first? Charlotte, 1s or 10s? Okay, so we're going to look at the 10s first. Charlotte, what do we notice? That they're the same. Sit still. That they're the same. So then what are we going to have to look at? Sterling? The 1s. Sterling, what do we notice about the 1s? They're the same. So if both the 10s and the 1s are the same, then what are we going to write? Right?
Equal to.
We're going to write equal to. So then what symbol are we going to put here, Luke? An equal sign. Do we all agree with this?
Yes.
Check your work. Alright, so 91 and 96. Brock, which are we going to look at first?
The 10.
Okay, so we're going to look at the 10s. And Brock, what do we notice about the 10s?
That they're both the same.
So they're both the same. So then Malachi, then what are we going to do? We already know that the 10s are the same, so then what do we have to do? Wasim, help him out. We've already looked at the 10s, so then what are we going to have to do? Well, what are we going to have to do? Xavier, what do we have to do?
Look at the 1.
Now we're going to look at the 1s, and now, Wasim, what do you notice? Layla, help him out. What do we notice? Okay, the 6 is bigger than the 1. So we know that 1 is what than 6, Brock?
Less than.
Less than. Okay? Now remember, with these, you always have to go left to right. Okay? So even though we know that this is bigger, we can't write greater than, because then if we wrote greater than, then it's saying 91 is greater than 96. And that won't work. Okay? So even though we know this is bigger, we have to start with the first number. Okay? So 91 is less than 96. What about our symbol, Jordan? The small point is going to point to which number? Okay, so you're saying it's going to go like that. Do we agree with this?
Yes.
Okay, turn the page to 120. All right, I think you can do 5 through 13 on your own. You don't have to write greater than or less than. You just have to do the symbol. Do you think you can handle that?
Yes.